Hello everybody and welcome to United Realm. I'm Ashwin Kumar and today we'll be taking a look at 5 players Manchester United can sign this transfer window to get back to the top and potentially even challenge for the title next season. So let's get into it. It has been a month since the transfer window has opened and Manchester United have still not made any signings yet, and that's been very frustrating for all the United fans across the globe. Especially when you look at the teams around us, be it Liverpool, they've signed a left back already and they're on the verge of signing Thiago from Bayern Munich. Man City have made a couple of signings. Spurs have signed a few players. Arsenal have signed Willian and Gabriel, and Chelsea. At the end of last season, United finished third in the league and Chelsea finished fourth. But the two teams were on the same level. But when the transfer window opened, the Chelsea Football Club, they showed more intensity to try and close the gap on Liverpool and Man City. And they've already signed Werner, they've signed Ziyech, and this week they might get 3 more signings. They've got Ben Chilwell for 50 million from Leicester. 50 million for Chilwell. Last year, it was just a year ago when we had to pay 80 million for Maguire and 50 million for Chilwell. I think they got a bargain. And they're on the verge of signing Havertz and Thiago Silva from PSG. So that's 5 signings, and they're also looking to sign a new goalkeeper to replace Kepa. So 6 signings in one transfer window. I think that's ridiculous. And next season they'll be having half new team. 6 signings in one window. You've got to give credits to Chelsea for doing that, and they are backing the manager to try and close the gap on City and Liverpool because they want to win the title again. But United, on the other hand, we finished third in the league, just City and Liverpool above us. And Solskjaer, you've got to say that Solskjaer, he delivered it on the pitch, but now it's up to the board to back him and get him the signings. Because to be honest, I don't think the current team we have right now, it's good enough to challenge for the title. I think we've hit the top with third, because I don't think Solskjaer can get any more out of the current squad, and we need more signings. And all we hear right now is that we can't spend huge because of the pandemic. Yes, it has been a financial breakdown in the transfer market, but we expected it to be a financial breakdown. But when you look at the teams around us, every team is making signings. And even Sheffield United, they've spent 20 million on Aaron Ramsdale from Bournemouth, and Bournemouth got relegated. So 20 million, even Sheffield United are making signings, but United are just sitting and watching. And I've got no idea who our transfer targets are, to be very honest, because I think it's only Jadon Sancho. Because other than Sancho, we're not linked with anyone. We were linked with Gabriel, but now he's gone to Arsenal. So I don't know who our United's transfer targets are. And it's again the board, it's the Glazers. They've got the money, but they don't want to spend it. We are Manchester United. We are one of the richest clubs in the world. And sending out stories that we don't have the money, no one's going to believe that, because we've got money. It's just that the Glazers, they don't want to spend, the board don't want to spend money. And it has been the case for a few years now, and especially from the last 2-3 years, our net spend has been just around 60 million. So that's not good enough, because even Everton, even Fulham, they've outspent us in the net spend. So it's shambolic that we aren't making any signings yet. But look, to be fair to United, we've still got 3 weeks. We've got the October 5th is the transfer deadline, but in 3 weeks' time the next season starts. So we've got to get the signings in the next 3 weeks. And knowing United, we usually take 5 to 6 weeks negotiating with just one player. So I don't know what the plans are, but we'll be discussing 5 players who United can sign this season to close the gap on Liverpool and Man City and potentially challenge for the title next season. You guys get involved down as well in the comment section. Go down and comment your 5 realistic signings who United can sign this summer to try and close the gap on the 2 teams above us. The number 1 transfer target has to be Jadon Sancho. No surprises in here, because he is the only player United are really linked with at the moment, because who else are we linked with other than Sancho? But still, every week we hear Dortmund saying that he won't be leaving and that he is in their plans for the next season. But I'm still very confident that we will sign him, because I don't see how United walk away from this deal. As the money they're asking for, because I think that's the right price, 120 million or 120 million euros or 108 million pounds for a generational talent. Because look at his stats. He's got 20 goals and 20 assists in 44 games, and the only player who's got more assists than Sancho is Messi. And he's only 20 as well. He might be a right winger for the next 10 to 12 years. And he's got the potential to win Ballon d'Or as well. So it might be a bargain, 120 million. But look, if United make the right approach, if we make the right bid, which is 120 million euros or 108 million pounds, then I think that's when Sancho will be like, hey, come on, you got what you asked for, and I want to leave. Because if we don't make the right bid, then I'm not expecting Sancho to be handing in a transfer request, and even Dortmund are not expecting him to hand in an official transfer request. But if we make the right bid, and that's when Sancho might come into play. But I'm still confident that the deal will go through. It might drag on for 2 or 3 or maybe until the end of the transfer window as well. But I'm still confident, and I think we have to sign Sancho. He is an absolute must. The second target is Jack Grealish, the Aston Villa captain. Against Sevilla in the semi-finals, it was evident that Solskjaer doesn't trust the bench. And to be fair to Solskjaer, he's not wrong, because we haven't got enough quality on the bench, someone who can be called upon and be a game changer. And that's exactly what Grealish can offer us. He is one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and he's got pretty good stats for a player who plays in a side that fights for relegation. And to be honest, he rescued Aston Villa from relegated single-handedly. And he is a fantastic player, and Solskjaer is a huge admirer of Grealish as well, and he can take the midfield to the next level if we sign him. But yeah, look, his price tag might be an issue. He is a little bit overpriced, but a cheaper alternative can be Donny van de Beek from Ajax, who is available for 45 million. But I don't really think United are in for Van de Beek, and I think Van de Beek will end up at Barcelona. And there have been reports that United might offer cash plus Romero for Grealish, but how much is Romero worth? Maybe 5 million max. I don't think he's worth 10 million, because he is a good goalkeeper, but he's 33, so I don't think that deal will go through. And but if we sign Grealish, I think he'll be a fantastic addition. Kalidou Koulibaly, we absolutely need a new centre back this season, and if we sign Koulibaly, I think he would be the perfect fit with Harry Maguire. That defensive duo would take our defense to the whole new level. And look, Solskjaer was looking for a left-footed centre back, and we were linked with Gabriel, but he has now signed for Arsenal. And look, people keep talking about Upamecano, but people forget that he has just signed a new contract with RB Leipzig last month. Yeah, he has signed a contract last month, and his transfer release clause, which is 45 million, it doesn't kick in until the next season. So there's absolutely no chance we can sign Upamecano this season, so just forget about him. And I'm expecting Koulibaly at Man City, to be honest. I think he will sign for them. And I'm not really expecting United to be spending so much on another centre-back when we just spent 80 million on Harry Maguire last summer. Koulibaly, but if we sign him, he would be a fantastic player. He's quick, he's strong, he's very good in the air, and he can operate. He can play with the left foot and the right foot as well, and he's good with carrying the ball. He can bring the ball from back to front, and he would be the perfect fit with Maguire. But look, if we pull this deal off, if we hijack this deal from Man City's hands, then I think we will definitely close the gap on City and Liverpool for next season. Thomas Partey as the CDM. I've got no idea why United aren't seriously looking at Partey, because I think he would be the perfect replacement to Nemanja Matic. Because Matic is aging, he's 32 now, and you can't expect Matic to play 40-50 games next season because he will have injuries. And I think Partey, he is a brilliant player. He can dictate the tempo of the midfield, and he can run the midfield on his own, which Fred and McTominay can't do, which will allow Pogba and Bruno Fernandes to exploit more on the attack. So United should be looking at him very seriously, because for his release clause, he's got a release clause of just 43 million, which I think is an absolute bargain. He is linked with Arsenal, and if he goes to Arsenal, I think he would be a brilliant player for any Premier League team. I think he will improve every Premier League team. And look, he has proved it in the La Liga and also in the Champions League on the biggest stage as well. So look, Alternatives to Partey can be maybe Declan Rice from West Ham, but I think he's an English player, so he will be expensive. And it's reported that West Ham are expecting 70 to 80 million for Declan Rice. So why not just go and buy a better player in Thomas Partey, who is an experienced CDM as well, who can play as a box to box. And I think United should be looking at him. This might be a surprise to many. I've picked Jamal Lewis as the backup left back, because I've said it multiple times that I don't think Brendan Williams is a left back. I think he's too right-footed to play as a left back, and I would like to see Williams be a backup to Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the right, because I think he will be much better as a right back, Williams. And we definitely need a new left back, because look, I really like Luke Shaw and I rate him, because I think Luke Shaw is a fantastic player, and on the attack as well he offers a lot more than Williams does, and defensively he shuts down the left hand side, and we definitely missed Luke Shaw after he got injured. But yeah, that's the part of Luke Shaw's game. He keeps getting injured, he's injury prone, and if he keeps fit, I think he'll be a brilliant left back. But he's still young, Luke Shaw, he's just 25, but he's injury prone, so we do need a left back. So why not Jamal Lewis? Firstly, he's left footed, and he's a modern full back. He's got that attack in him, and he's fast, he's very fast, and he's just 22, and apparently Liverpool were interested in him as well, and they got a 10 million bid rejected by Norwich City. So if Liverpool are interested in Lewis, considering that they've got Robertson, so I think he will be some player. And I've watched Lewis and I've been impressed, because I think he's got the potential to go on to the next level, and I think he will be a good left back backup option. So I think United, that'll be a bargain, because the other alternatives are maybe Alexandro from Juventus and Alex Telles from Porto, but those two, they are experienced, but they will be expensive. So why not go for a cheaper option and try and take a gamble, because I think he will be a very good pick. So those were our 5 transfer targets who I think, if Manchester United sign, can potentially challenge for the title next season and close the gap on Liverpool and Manchester City. You guys get involved in the comment section as well, and let me know what you guys think about the 5 targets. And you can also get involved by commenting your 5 targets, realistic signings, which you think United should be signing this summer. And thanks for watching. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, ring that bell icon to get notified about the future videos and updates. And you can also follow us on different social media. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. The links will be given down in the description below as well, and I'll speak to you all soon. Till then, peace.